Marta is running like her life depends on it. And one day it might. The 20-year-old student hopes to join the army one day, but for now she's trying out for an elite unit in one of Poland's growing militias.
Why do you like this? Why do you want to do it?
Because I love sport. I have a problem for my condition, but I love this.
But not everyone in her unit of fresh volunteers is up to it. This 30-year-old banker who read about the militia on their website is struggling. Many volunteers motivated by concerns about Russia.
I think that it worries 3/4 of our society. Everyone should feel worried in this situation.
This unit traces its roots back to the First World War, but what's changed now is a revival in patriotism that's being backed by the government.
Poland's Deputy Defence Minister explains to me why.
Because that helps to have a better trained, better skilled pool of people that could be called into military service in a time of a crisis.
And right now, that crisis is Russia's escalating unpredictability, not a factor when Poland abandoned its compulsory military service 8 years ago.
The situation is indeed increasingly starting to resemble the situation during the Cold War.
Jan Piotrkowski, a 23-year-old student, is exactly the type of person the government wants to help. He's been in the militia 7 years, long enough to be training new recruits like Marta. And long enough to know government support will up their game.
More money, more training, and better training, so that's good. We want to be ready for anything that causes threat to Poland.
And that means a lot more cold, wet weekends ahead.
And as you can imagine, there's more than just those militias training in Poland. And today in Lithuania, a story we'll get to later this week, we were watching US troops and Lithuanian troops in live fire exercises, barely an hour's drive from that border with Kaliningrad. Hala?